It's Africa Talk Media Egypt, and my name is Edziba Akiwande, as you all know. And here we are at the embassy, and I'm here with Mr. Mohamed Maccido, the head of mission at the embassy for the Nigerians in Egypt. You're welcome, sir, to Africa Talk.
Thank you.
And it's my pleasure to be with you this time, sir. Sir, actually, I learned that our ambassador is not around, and you are the one in charge as the charge of affairs, as in the head of the mission at the moment in the embassy. So tell us, for the past 1 year you've been in this post, what are your circumstances that you have come across?
First of all, thank you for coming to the embassy. This is the home of Nigerians here. Okay. Before being the charge affairs, I've been in the mission for the past 2 years, and I've been in charge of the political affairs and economic affairs, the tax officer. And again, coupled with that, I'm also head of chancellor during the last time. So when he was recalled, I was given this schedule, which is a responsibility, to be the head of the mission, the charge of affairs. These are circumstances that brought me as because the ambassador has to go, the new government has come in, and so he was being called back to Nigeria, and the most senior person has to take over. Again, the most senior person from the ministry, I was asked to take over as the charge of affairs. That is the circumstance that brought me as a charge of affairs. But in terms of the schedule of the charge of affairs, as a head, I oversee the whole of the administration of the mission. Being anybody who is working in the embassy directly or indirectly forms or reports back to me whatever it's doing. So we have the consular section as part of the section that we have in the embassy. We have the diplomatic section, we have the immigration section, we have the defense section. All these sections indirectly or directly reports what is their outcomes or some issues that but the most I can tell you the most challenging one is the issues of consular issues, which involves Nigerians that are staying here, those that pass here in transit, certain issues, someone comes here for a short while visit for medical visit or short educational visit. These are the major issues that us.
Thank you, sir. And I would like to ask, as you as a person being the charge of affairs, what are your plans, or should I say aim, towards our Nigerians in Egypt?
Well, as a charge, when I came in as a charge, there are some issues that we are not yet that the last ambassador left, which are not concluded. I tried as much as I can to see that those cases, those issues are being solved or reached to a certain point. For instance, when the last ambassador was leaving, there was the issue of we have officers who have been serving for a long time. Those that have served for more than 35 years. Those that are old, they are no longer capable of doing their job. So we try to replace them with new ones, with new blood, new longer officers or staff or mission, so that this we can have a sort of change in those categories of officers who are being changed, mostly drivers and some secretaries that have been there. Secretaries that have served here for over 35 years. I know some of these secretaries, some of them served for 45 years, and so on. So, but the last ambassador couldn't make it because of the time we started the issue was about going. So I was able to retire those officers and bring on the new ones into the embassy so that we can have some energy in our services. That's second issue is we have a lot of Nigerians have a lot of issues with the host authority. We have to take it. Sometimes during the last month, so there were some issues where according to him, were not taken to me as a diplomat. I'm taking into the right channel. I tried, when after leaving, I tried to take those issues and engage the host authority on this issue so that we can be able to find a point where we can agree with each other. And I've tried a lot for Nigerians also. A lot of Nigerians who are problems either in schools or either in their working places or having some legal cases. We will try to involve ourselves in it. We are able to do a lot of work. We have records that are now showing. So these are the usual things that I try to do. But I don't have any plan because I am, as I said, I am the charge, so anytime ambassador comes, so there's any plan for. If I am, it is only an ambassador who will come in with a certain period of time. You can have a plan of saying, well, within this period I need to achieve so. And it's also one of the goals that are given to the ambassadors. When you please try to achieve 1, 2, or 3, or 4. But as a charge, I'm just trying to complement what the last ambassador was doing and wanted to reach a point.
Thank you, sir. Okay, in that case, you are the one that gives the ambassador things that is really in need to take care of. So what are the few things that you would, according to your experiences for the past year right now,
Yes.
what are the questions or the things that needs to be dealt with when the new ambassador will arrive?
Yes. All right. As it is here, when the new ambassador is right now appointed, the person has appointed new ambassadors, and they are undergoing the screening process in Nigeria. After screening from the approval from the Nigerian Senate, they will undergo an induction, also which is traditionally this your ministry now is supposed to do. Then after the induction, of course, they will be posted to their state where they are going to serve. I will say here that first thing is to inform the ambassador when it comes to the state of condition. That is what state is this region. And to point out to him some of the achievements that this region was able to get in this recent time, not especially in my own time as a church. And to inform him again also the problems we have in the mission. And again to inform him or to direct him or to advise him the way forward to the existence. Especially how do we go about with these issues with the host authority? How do you go about with these issues in Nigeria? Because there are some issues that need to be addressed in Nigeria, not here. So how does the ambassador takes it up with the Nigerian authority? As a charge, I have a limit where I can go. I cannot pass the ministry. Even the ministry I cannot pass my permanent secretary. So what I do is that I end up informing the permanent secretary. At a certain point, I can inform the minister that is so. But normally, my own state, I cannot pass the permanent secretary. But the ambassador can reach even the president and take certain issues. So when he comes in, I will definitely advise him on some of this. And one of the greatest issues that I have to put before the ambassador comes in, I want to put is the issue of Nigerian community.
You mean Nigerian Community Association?
The Nigerian community that are living here in Ghana. The issues that are bothering Nigerian communities. The one that I think that we need to negotiate with the host authority to have a common ground. The issues that we need to discuss even with our own Nigerian community to tell them that this is how the embassy, or this is what the embassy can do. And then the issues that the embassy will take up also with our own government in Nigeria. This is what we need the government to do in respect to the Nigerian community here in Canada. I will all these people on this one. And then again, to inform you again, how do we improve our relationship? This is the purpose of this mission. The purpose of creating an embassy is for relationship with countries. Yes. So how do we improve our political relationship? How do we improve our economic relationship with Egypt? So these are also areas, key areas that I have to advise the incoming ambassador. And I'll tell him also the state of this relations where we are. So,
thank you very much, sir. So now we have to go into the main topic of today, which we want to discuss about the common saying of Nigerians in Egypt that the embassy do not stand up for them when they need one or two things in terms of needs, situations, circumstances, that the embassy do not stand for them, to secure them, to support them. So, sir, tell us about this. Our people are commonly saying, among the people, they say that the embassy do not stand up for them when they need things like circumstances among other nationalities, Egyptian, maybe Sudanese. There was a picture of a man some time ago last year when the ambassador was still there. Here, I wanted to meet with him, but he was having programs, I couldn't meet, because why was that? There was a fight between Nigerians and Sudanese, and of which I have pictures of men that the hand was caught. You see how it shows a picture.
I've seen it.
You saw it. So a lot of things like that happening. Nigerians, what can you tell us about this?
Thank you. See, my sister, let me tell you, and let me tell everybody, this saying is not true. Point blank, this is not true. What Nigerian embassy is doing here, a lot of embassies are not doing it. We have colleagues in the diplomatic level. We used to ask them some issues. They said, no, they have never experienced this. Nigerian embassy stands for Nigerians anywhere here. But there's one thing which the Nigerian embassy, or which the Nigerian community doesn't want to agree with the embassy. As I said, we are here for relationship. We are not here to fight. We are not here to destroy. We are not here to create imbalance between Nigeria and Egypt. Rather, we are here to improve the good relations that we have. The relations that we have, why we established this embassy. So we are here to improve that relation. We are here to improve that bond that was there. So we have, in our own profession, is that we don't fight. Rather, we negotiate. We dialogue. We advise. We request. But we don't fight. But what Nigerians want is that we should go out and fight for them. We cannot do that. Rather, we ask, we lobby, we request, we negotiate. And as I said again, also, we do all what we can, but in a peaceful manner, in a due process manner, not in a chaotic manner. We here, and we have I can say, we have some steps that we cannot we cannot step there.
Like?
We have a limit. We have a limit. I can only reach the police station and ask them, I want to see a Nigerian that has been arrested here. And if the police officer, if the divisional police officer refuses me to see that man, I cannot slap him. I cannot beat him.
Sure.
And I cannot fight that. I have to go inside and see that Nigerian. Rather, I'll come back to the embassy and think of another avenue. How do I see that Nigerian? I can write to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I can write to the Ministry of Interior. And because the place I have in Nigeria, so where I want to see him. Then, as it is part of their government, they have an avenue. They have a way of getting that. But we can only request. I can only write to the ministry. I can only inform my ministry in Abuja to tell them this is what is happening. we have certain limit. But Nigerians, they want us to exceed or to go beyond that limit, which we as diplomats, we as in our provision, we don't have that right. We don't have that right, or we don't have that permission. So our own is that Nigerians, they have to agree with us. They have to believe with us that yes, we fight for them. We do everything for them. But that's our channels of doing these things. And we have to follow these channels. As far as we are working for the embassy. But if we are working somewhere, we say we want to, yes, we can do it. You can go to anywhere and abuse any person. I cannot. Because once I do it, they will say Nigeria has done this. Because I'm representing Nigeria. That is yes.
Okay, like according to your point that looking into the people in the prison, yes. Nigerians in prison, there was a time last year that Egyptian government, the police just went out picking anyone innocent, those who are even having resident, those who are even students, even those who that do not have any bad record, just picking people, yes, without any reason to the prison.
We are all aware of this, and we have been there. I can tell you, there was a time that was over 30-something Nigerians behind the bars, and either in the prison or some of them in the police stations. On some security points, because some of them even were in the National Security Office, they are all there. When we heard of this one, we went there, my consul went there, the senior consul also that was around here. A minister, I said a minister. But as a police station, they said if he parked his diplomatic car, they would call a towing vehicle to tow it. It has never happened in this one. You can't go to any country and hear this. But as a diplomat, he removed his car from that place. Because he's not there to fight. He is here to see that Nigeria. He's here to find out how can he brought up that Nigeria. And the only way he has to approach that that police station. He has to go to the police officer. And he was at Don Park, he was with the driver. The driver says no. He asked the driver, please move that car from that place. Because he is a diplomat. The driver is not a diplomat. And when we contacted them, because when the thing was so much, we have to contact the Minister of Interior. We have to go directly to the Minister of Interior. Why is this happening? First of all, what he said that it's not only Nigerians. He brought even the statistics. We have seen Sudanese, there are about 100 Sudanese at the Sudan and Egypt, and if there's no even diplomatic visa, it's free. When you want to come anyone, you don't have to go to anyone else because of the relation. But over 100 plus were arrested. Well, some people from Ghana were arrested, some people from Ethiopia were arrested. A lot of countries were being arrested. And at that time, it was close to their 2015 January Revolution anniversary. So what they told us is that they have a security report that some people from outside, Muslim foreigners, are ready to support Egyptians to go on this demonstration against the government. And the government started arresting foreigners here and there. Those that have genuine, after arresting, I think you have genuine and fair person. But it takes time before they do this, because there were a lot of arrests. It's not in one place. Before they come to this police station to check it, there are people who were assigned to that job, to go around where all these foreigners are, to check their papers, check where they are living, what are they doing in Egypt before they can visit. A lot of Nigerians, and you find that some of Nigerians were caught up in that and some a lot of Nigerians, they don't have the papers. But what they want us to do was to go and say, leave them, which we cannot do. Even in Nigeria, we have this kind of rules. You have to live in Nigeria, if you have to live with resident permit. These are international norms and practice, which the embassy have to also obey. So that's what it is.
Okay, so based on this resident permit, it happens like sometimes people enter Egypt and then unfortunately went through different kind of circumstances, and even some they suffer from one thing or the other and they couldn't meet up to get the resident permits. And there are lots of great people that do not have this resident permits and they're seeking to get what they couldn't. What is there any way to do something about this, at least a little chance, like to get resident permits, there are a lot of people out there, according to investigation, that are doing laws due to the fact that they want to make resident permit. They take money from people and they have fake permits and different kind of things, and which can even hinder the people. Okay, and our people want resident permits. Is there any way that the embassy can produce, resident permits for the people?
No, there's no way. We have to follow through the government. The only way to get the resident permit, right? Genuine resident permit. But I want to tell you that while resident permit was a little bit difficult, it is 2-3 years last to this time, but this issue of refugee, which is all over, not only here in Canada. But the Egyptian believes that they have a lot of refugees now coming into their country, especially the Arab refugees. And coupled with some African countries like Eritrea, like Somalia, like even South Sudan. And even they feel from Nigeria because of the Boko Haram. So to them is that they put a lot of concern to these countries. Anybody coming from Eritrea, anybody coming from Syria, anybody coming from Somalia, anybody coming from South Sudan, anybody coming from Nigeria, it's a little bit difficult for him to get a resident permit. He has to prove that yes, what he's doing, the government agrees what he's doing. Is there any doubt? It's not easy for me to get that resident permit. And I want to tell you that before you get a resident permit, the national security must give a clearance to you. And here in Egypt, the security we have an upper hand. I think the security here in Cairo, it's only the president that will not ask to be removed at the end. But any other person, even the prime minister, even the speaker, the security people, the security ask that they have a doubt on the government, they will remove him. And whatever. So what more of a foreigner? That is the situation we are. The security, they have their way. And nobody else in Cairo. Nobody else in Egypt. Security can do whatever they want. They can do whatever atrocity, and they are free. But any other person is not like that. That's why, and this resident permit is only given to somebody after security clearance. In fact, not even even now, even the visas. Visas, you have to get security clearance. If you apply in a country, they have to send it to Cairo here and look for security clearance.
That caught my attention concerning the visa.
Yes.
They used to write work not permitted.
Yes.
And how do the people survive if the work is not permitted? Like getting work for the females in here, according to what I know, what I used to see the people, is the females' work is the domestic jobs, and the males' work, it's like around just $100, of which to pay their house rent, to do this, it was so difficult. It's been so difficult with many Nigerians, many foreigners, or even mostly Nigerians that are in Egypt to get a job, or even a tangible amount of money.
Yes.
And many end up going into fraudulent acts.
That's true. You see, as I said, there are some international norms and practices, and it's not only confined to Egypt. It's there in Nigeria. If you look at our visa, it's there. Work is not permitted in our visa. If you go look at Saudi Arabia visa, it is just here in my passport, it is like that. If you go to London, they are asked that you not to work, they are not allowed to work. What the government is trying to see, the government is trying to control inflation and what do you call it, redundancy, employment. Government want, according to its economy.
No.
So, government wants government is saying that if you are coming to Egypt, you want to work, it must be, government must know about it. So if you want to look for a work, you have to follow the due process in the normal channels and then get that work, and government will be aware of it. So that there are certain some bad and what kind of dues that you are supposed to pay to the government. So that when you are working, government is aware of it. The government says you should not come and just get a job and hide somewhere and get a job without the government knowing about it. And let me tell you, those ladies that are, this now brings to the issues of human trafficking that you are saying. All those Nigerians all those Nigerians that you are seeing here, they come in illegally. And we have raised these issues with the Nigerian community. We have raised these issues with our Nigerian government also at home to try to checkmate this. What are Nigerian community? We have them. We know even some of them here.
Yes.
But because we are in the embassy, we cannot ask the government to come out and arrest them. What we can only do, we can only inform our government in Nigeria to find a way of checkmating these people, not allowing them to come into Egypt. And also, those guys that are trying to bring them in here, to go to Nigeria, if there is any way, we can use to inform the government, inform them so that they are being interrogated in Nigeria. They find people in Nigeria, mostly ladies, and then they have a job for you. Why are you selling this granite here about the roadside? Or why are you just in a restaurant collecting 5,000, not 1,000 naira? Come to Egypt and you get 70,000 Nigerian.
Yes.
So, and the lady said, how do I go to, I will find a visa for you. He will go on his way. He has some informant and the people here in Cairo who are also collecting the money. Egyptians that are given some quotas. We have quotas in national service. They will give them quotas to bring somebody into Egypt as a friend or as a visitor to come and most especially because we have the tourist side. It's coming for as a tourist, or it's coming for medical and checkup, or it's coming here as a student. Why he's not coming for all this? He's coming here to work. They'll find a job for her in a house as a housemate. She'll be collecting $300 in a month. But as soon as she comes in, they will give her a form to fill. I spend 700,000 to pay for a ticket and the visa. I spend 500,000 to give somebody who will find all this. They will calculate for her all the money. It will be about maybe 3 million naira. So then, what we'll do is that whatever you're collecting every month, you have to bring it to me. You'll be paying me this 3 million naira. When you finish this 3 million naira, then you go on your own. You find your way. Along the line again, you'll find an accommodation for you. Find a rented flat where you put about 50 of them in a rented flat is supposed to be for at least the maximum of 10 people. You put 50 people inside. They'll be sleeping there, and then you will tell them that again this rented flat is 3,000 Egyptian pounds, while he's paying 1,000. And then they will stay there until they can. And this is added again to their money. He's the one to get the visa for them. He will still fight for that visa for them until, because he knows that within 1 year, 1.5 years, they will pay. By the time they are on their own, they will go and look for visa, resident permit. They don't have anybody to stand for them.
This is the problem.
That's why another problem has
started. They are suffering from this resident permit.
We have asked our Nigerian brothers, please and please stop this. And if you want to do this one, go and introduce a company. Go and insert a company. They will allow you to insert a company. Insert in your name and tell them that we want to bring a housemate. You agree with the government how much you are going to give the government. The government will agree. The government is looking for money also. But the government is not saying no. But the government is saying that when you come in, come and sell it. So that please, and you pay me some charges. You pay me some dues. Then the government will allow you. Let the government this amount of money and you keep these guys, and then they will be working and then they pay you. And even this guy, what they pay, they will still register in your company. They will pay you some money to you as you get some money from there. But they don't like that one. What they want is that they want to bring somebody so that they will exploit him and tell that you have to pay me 5 million naira.
And sometimes they make traffic, human traffic.
That's what I'm saying.
Sell them
somewhere somebody said that I bought her from somebody who was surprised in the embassy. He came into the embassy in Nigeria. Tell him, no, I bought her to some amount from somebody. You bought her? He said, yes, he bought her. We are all surprised. We are all astonished. They bought her from
human traffic.
How can you tell us this one? So these are the cases that we are facing with the Nigerian community. And that's why it is very difficult to get this visa. That's why it's very, very difficult again to get this resident permit. And even the House of Studies are aware that Nigerians are doing this. So that's why it's not easy for any Nigerian to get resident permit. It's not easy.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I will, concerning this topic, I want to bring this recent issue that came up some days ago. That's a lady killed in a marina. Was dead in marina. No one knows what killed her up to now. And also one had an accident along the line and no one just picked her up to help her till she gave up the ghost. Have you ever heard about this?
Yes, we heard about it.
And what was done? Because I learned they were both buried on Friday.
Yes. Let me say that the story is true and it's not true. The first lady was sick, and fortunately she gave up. The embassy, we tried as much as we can to help her.
Okay, she called the embassy.
Yes, some people came and informed us about her.
When she was sick or
When
when
she
she
was
was
sick.
dead?
No, when she was sick.
When she was sick.
She was not dead. She was sick. She was brought on in here to the embassy last week.
Oh, okay.
And
But it's not the one in Marina because
no, I'm coming to that one of the
Okay.
Marina. I think you mentioned two, so I'm saying
yeah, one had an accident.
it's not an accident. It's the one that had an accident he's a man.
Okay.
It's not a lady.
Okay.
But the first lady, but there are three cases.
Okay.
One, she's a lady, and then she's having a liver cirrhosis.
Okay, I think the man is another thing again. There
Yes.
were two ladies that I have the pictures.
Yes, so the first lady, I told you she was brought in here by some people who are close to her when she was staying with them. And but because we had so many experience and so many cases, what we told her was take her to the hospital. And we want to know who brought her in. This is one of the greatest problems. If Nigerians have problem here, you ask who brought this lady, everybody will just say hide. We're going to bunker and hide. Until we don't know how she came. Why are some people? Some people brought her. When we insist, they say that the man that brought her, she has gone back to Nigeria and she is already dead in Nigeria. Is that true? We don't know. Nobody knows. Alright, now what is she doing? She is staying with somebody here. Alright, what happened to her? How is she sick? And this one for some time. Why is her money that she is collecting? We cannot find this one. At the end, which is we, the embassy, that took the responsibility of paying her this. But at the end, we find her sister in Lagos. She's working under the banks. We called her, and we even insisted on that. Since we cannot find anybody that can help her, you have to help your sister. The embassy cannot take shoulder all the responsibility. So please send some money to take care of her. Right now, we have taken her to the hospital and we have paid some money. She's in intensive care, and this is what it is. But along the line, as God wanted it, she did not survive that sickness. On Friday morning, I was called hospital by the consultant that this year she has given up. And all the consul asked him quickly as our caretaker who is to take care and go and see. And we even tried to meet with the hospital authority to wipe our son expenses to put somebody in what do you call it, in the ICU. It's not easy. And most of with her own sickness that she needed a drug that one day will just be about 1,000 plus one drug. So the hospital reasoned with the embassy and the consul this we took care of the burial. It was done. And even the money that her sister said, we returned back the money to her sister because we feel the sister should have some pushing the effect of what has happened. In fact, even the sister told they are only three that they don't have a father, they don't have a mother. They are all gone. They are only three, two sisters and one boy. So she is here, and she even has children in Nigeria. So this one. Then followed on by the I think it is
Marina?
Before the Marina it is
By the sea?
You know, somebody called, I think Olawale, he's the one that had an accident. This guy, they say this boy came in, he's an artist, he wanted to find a job here in Cairo, just a week. But he met his other colleagues, his friends that are here. One of them has just bought a car new, without registering the car. They went, I think, that's what we were sure the police told us that they are drunk. They took their car, they were running in the ring road, which is like an express road, which is an express road, of course. And they had an accident. And he died at the front, at the spot where they had the accident. The other guy that was driving, he was wounded, and then the other two guys at the back also, they have some wounds, and that's he's the only one that died, unfortunately. But I'm telling you, up to today, those guys that they have accidents, that man that's having that car, he didn't show up. He's hiding. These are the cases we are having with the Nigerian community here in Cairo. They already tell you that the embassy, but they don't have the embassy. The police are asking us now, we should bring that person. We cannot bring him. We are telling him, come to the embassy. We cannot hand you over to the police. We want to know how to help you, even if you need to go back to Nigeria. He's not ready. We shut down everything. He was ready last Friday. Because the hospital attendants, even he was taken even to the hospital where they used to keep cases where they in a mortuary which is meant for the government. You can't take somebody from there. The government had to give him permission. We have to write to the Minister of Foreign, to the Minister of Interior that we want to take it. We as you are guaranteeing, we want to, as a Nigerian. We have to call his parent in Nigeria, his father and his mother. They have to give them the consent that he should be buried here. These are the kind of issues I'm telling you we are facing in the Nigerian community. They are never helpful to they are, instead of to say that we don't have them, they are not helping the embassy. This one has gone. Now, the lady in Marina again, we were called. I was in the night, 9:30 p.m. I was called from someone. I had a call. I saw a call. Even I was about to go to bed. I said, who is calling me? I don't know him. Let him call me 2 in the morning. But I have already told Nigerians here that even midnight, even 1 a.m., at any time, call me. I'm here for you. So that spirit calls me. I answered the call. And he said that he is Dr. Mohamed. So Dr. Mohamed, an Egyptian. From where? He said from Alexandria Hospital. So where hospital? What's happening in Dr. Mohamed at this time? He said there's a Nigerian lady brought here dead. What happened to her? She's brought dead. Who brought her there? He said an ambulance. Which ambulance? He said an ambulance brought her. But as you just brought somebody dead and you receive him, you as a doctor, and I started quarreling with him because I know that is not normal. He said, no, the ambulance brought a paper from the police are aware of the case. So the police said we should receive her in the mortuary and keep her. The police are following up the case. I said, which police? Why that police officer? He gave me the number of the police officers and he said, there's a paper from the police here with him. If I have any WhatsApp, so then he can forward it to me. I said, all right. Tomorrow, he's calling me the embassy because I'll give the embassy before he goes to the embassy. That very night, I had to call the consul and inform this really early in the morning, or this night, they sent to, because I saw it, she's a Yoruba woman, I said, please send to the Yoruba elders about this lady, whether they know her. Is there anyone who knows her? Or where is she from? What happened? What is she doing here? We started our own investigation before the other one. And the consul forwarded the message to the elders of the Yoruba communities. And by the morning, we had some people that said that they know her. Yes, she was brought in Cairo she's here as a housemaid. She's working in Marina and so on. So we have to ask them, please, are we aware that she's dead? They said yes, they are aware.
So how did they get to know?
All right, then how do you know about it? They said that, well, from I think from her phone, they called some few people that she used to call, and then they informed her that she's dead. And then from there again, I think those Nigerians that were being contacted, they are the ones that gave them my number. Because they don't want to call me, those Nigerians. So they gave the hospital my number. I said, call, this is the head of the embassy. Call him and inform me. So that's how now the police and also the hospital got my number. I'm touched. I said, all right. Please, we want to know how this lady is. Why? They said that she's, in the morning we called the Nigerian community and asked them, do you know about this? Why she's, do you know that she's ill? They know. Please give us the contact of the person that she's working with, so that we can obey the family. We call the family. How does this happen? They say they have already informed the police. You cannot even say they informed the police. I started to quarrel with them. I said, this is, you are inhuman to what you did. They say, ask us why? I said, because even if it is a dog that is in your house for 1.5 years and he died, I think you're supposed to escort him to the back of the of your village and bury him there. What about a human being that has been working? You confess that she has been working with you for over 1.5 years. Why don't you escort her to the hospital? They said, no, instead they already informed the police so that because she died at home. So I said, what is the cost? He said, they don't know the cost. But when I asked the doctor how she was brought, he said that there was some blood from her nose, from her mouth. He said, but they found an inhaler by her side. She died. In fact, she used to go home every month at the end of every week, 2 days. So she went to Cairo. She just came back that night and she died that night.
Wow. She has hala by her side?
Yes, inhaler. Those people that have asthma, they have inhaler.
Oh,
there's something they call inhaler. They used to, when they're having problem with breathing, they'll just press it, and then it will lead those who are having asthma, they have that kind of problem. So they say that they know that she has this kind of sickness. Maybe that's what's brought her dead. She could go to place and nobody can help her to do that. But we say
the madam that she was working with.
That's what they said to the police. We have not spoke only once with them. That's what they said to the police. Then we asked the police why. Since the police wants some investigation about this case.
Because the madam that she was
she shouldn't
deliver.
She's not coming to us to help us. So they said, all right, an autopsy is going to be conducted, and it was conducted. They said they didn't find anything. That the protocol officer just coming back now from Alexandria with a preliminary report. He didn't have anything. And I said, no, it cannot happen that way. I can't just say medical doctor will examine somebody else. He wants to say something himself. So, but we are going to write to the Minister of Foreign Affairs by tomorrow, because he just came out, just before he came in, he just came back from Alexandria. He went on Saturday, he couldn't get the report. So yesterday again I sent him down to Alexandria to see the report is ready. So he's just coming with a preliminary report, and it's just going to be translated. Also, we are going to forward a copy to Nigeria, and we will write again to the Minister of Foreign Affairs that we are not satisfied with this investigation.
Concerning this case, many people are dying in Madam's house. Last year I heard I was in Eyelash, and they were calling me, "You, this journalist, you're not doing anything. Your son is dead. They raped these Sudanese, raping some girls along Egyptian, stoning the people on the street. They don't have freedom. The people selling markets, they steal, they make a lot of things, they kill this and that." So there were a lot of confusions. So I was like, well, what exactly has happened? Many people really died last year. Some in Madam's house, and the Madam ran away and no one was there to stand, and I was told they brought the case to the embassy. That I was really wanted to meet with the ambassador, but he was not around at the time, so I couldn't come up with the case. So in this kind of situation, I think our people are also angry to some extent of security.
You see, as I said to you, we in the embassy, we cannot go out in the eyelashes and arresting people.
Yes.
We cannot. Even if we see somebody that has committed something bad to Nigeria, we have to ask the host authority, security authority, please, this is what has happened to Nigeria. We want you please to come in. And they are the only one that
so there is need, I think in this case, there is need of organizing a standard Nigeria Community Association to represent. They are the one that people could easily run to, and some cases that probably that some people are afraid of delivering at the embassy. Nigerian Community Association that are close to them, because they used to have, I used to know Nigerian Community Association some years past, and then they used to have meeting and people.
Even now they have them. Even now they are there.
They are there.
Even now they are there. Only that
they are not. Sometimes ago there were not
some problems now, and we are trying to
organize also, because if that could start again, people, they are closer by to the people to know what is happening to the life of people.
Yes, I agree with you. But let me tell you again, most of these Nigerians, the distance are happening, they are living here illegally. So that's why sometimes when something happens, we ask, please bring this one, so they cannot bring it. Because you don't have papers to see, you don't have the documents. And he is afraid that if we involve the Nigerian, where the host authority is securities, the host security, he will be found wanted. Why? So we continue to encourage Nigerians. Try to live genuinely. Try to live that the government agrees with that you should stay.
Sir, and that reminds me, there was a voice from the people I went to interview concerning this topic that we're talking about. This topic that people, Nigerians, but Nigerian embassy doesn't stand for them. There was a voice that I recorded saying that comparing to some other embassy that like Ghanaian embassy, they used to have ID. Each of them have ID that stand for them everywhere they go. And so even without resident permits, when they have the ID, they used to pay for the ID card. That this stand for them and help them to be secured. So and there are some times that the ambassador of Ghanaian went to Bicho, American Bicho, Mahadi, when there was a case that they were molesting the Ghanaian people in a building, certain building, and the ambassador himself went there. In this case,
that is true.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the Ghanaian embassy, they have an ID card, but the embassy says they are the guarantee for that person. Can we guarantee one Nigerian? So we cannot. Because you come in, we don't know what you are here for. So how can I guarantee you? I have to know what you are doing here. What are you doing here? Let me know that one. And I know genuinely I can go to anywhere, even though that you don't know what you are doing. What I have to say, I go. But I cannot give you an ID card to say, I will guarantee you. If you go to some, you only have some cases. We have millions of cases here. A Nigerian was reported here by somebody. He stayed in his house for 2 years. When the rent, his rent expired, he wanted to burn the whole of the block. He bought 2 cylinders. He owned the cylinders, and he was trying to put he was trying to ignite and light one of the cylinders. The light started. People of the house, of the whole block, were crying, coming down to find what do you call it, the fire, as to which were approaching to quench the fire. And again, at the end, when we brought him into the embassy to find what I did, he said he's just leaving. His mother is spending money, sending money for him from Nigeria. How can I guarantee this kind of person? Even our president cannot guarantee him because he's trying to spoil Nigeria. He's trying to dent our image. What is he doing here? If he's a student, let him go face a student. And why just stay here? Because his mother has money in Nigeria. So he's coming here just to live in Cairo, to do whatever he wants to do, and to spoil the image of Nigeria. It cannot far from this in world who's Ghanaian. And how many Ghanaians are here? Even us, we have over 7,000 Nigerian students here. Nigerian community, we don't know the number because they don't come here to register here. It's only when you have a case that we have, that we know we are here. But if you go to Ghana embassy, they'll tell you we have about 200 plus Ghanaians. And they know what they are doing here. And Nigerians, even Nigerian students that are in schools, some of them we don't know that they are here. Unless when they have case, they will come to the embassy. Last year, 6 October alone, they have admitted over 1,000 Nigerians. But I am telling you, we have less than 10 Nigerians that pass through the embassy to go to 6 October. Those are hard cases. Anyone that comes with the papers, all right, you come to the embassy so that you can, even just come, we know that our own relation, I have a relation, I have a niece. It's a daughter to my sister. She was coming here to 6 October. I said, all right, tomorrow in the morning, bring your papers so that I can take this. He said, no, it has been stamped. Where? In Nigeria. How do you get the stamp of the embassy from Nigeria? How do you get the stamp of the Minister of Foreign Affairs? Somebody has done it. This is one of the issues Nigerians are doing, poaching. They are doing it here. We continue to call on Nigerians, please live peacefully so that we can be able to speak for you, so that people can listen to us. People are laughing at us. When we talk about it, when we just talk about, people just say the mock on us. Because what you are doing? Papers are sent to us from ministry, from part of government, on forged papers. Last year we have to change our letterhead paper 3 times on letterhead paper because of the Nigerian community are forging our staff, our signatures. One of the officers has gone to Nigeria, has gone back to Nigeria for the past 3 years. But Nigerian community are forging signatures, they have forgotten he has gone back to Nigeria. This is the condition we are facing with the Nigerian community. Nigerian community are never helped this embassy. It's not we that are not helping it. Rather, we will stand by the Nigerian community.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate this talk. For those of you watching us at home, I hope you have been able to get to understand one or two things concerning Nigerian embassy, how hard work they are being at the embassy, and for also Nigerians in Egypt. So I would like you to say one or two things to our Nigerians that you would like them to be.
First of all, one is that I want to speak to the parents and guardians and relations. Please, anybody that is his son, his wife, his sister is going to Cairo or is going to Egypt, not even Egypt, even some of these countries that they are going to work, please do let him find out that if 90% of that is not true, it's a lie. He's going there to work in a labor. He's going to be a laborer. He is being deceived. That he should not work. That's number one. Number two, we need some support from Nigerians. We need some support from Nigeria, especially to speak some issues to speak to the government. So there are we have raised some issues with the government that we want the government also to speak to. We don't know why certain issues are being taken up with the government of Egypt. We need that to be strong in the position, strong in meeting between us and them, so that at least we can be able to address some predictions that are happening. Because actually, Nigerian Embassy is trying, as I've said, but sometimes the host authority doesn't give us the right the response to some of the issues. So we need Nigerians to speak out about this.
Okay, sir. Okay, so for those of you watching, I hope you have been able to get one or two points from our head of the mission at Nigeria Embassy. So if you have any more things, questions or opinions, you can reach us on our details shows for you on the screen. Sir, but before we go, I would like to talk about anger to sources.
Yes.
Concerning our upcoming magazine, Africa Talk magazine, we said how to transform, to impose your anger into sources. Many Nigerians watching us at home, they have a lot of anger in them, and they were being struggling about how can they turn it around into sources. What can you say about this?
Yes, for me, you should have an ambition to do something, and then you should take the right step. You get it. Whatever anger you have, when you have an ambition of doing something, if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a goal, you can never score, because you don't know what you are doing. But if you have something that you have, this is my ambition. This is the goal where I want to reach. This is what I want to get. You will get it. So you have to. It's not just saying that I'm not happy or something like that. No. You should have you should desire something. You should have a skill for something. You should have a goal. You should have an ambition to get something, and then you make the first step. You will get it. That's what I have.
Thank you very much, sir. So here I will stop this talk, and you can always follow us on Twitter, on Skype, on Facebook, our YouTube channel, and also our website. Everything is shown for you on the screen. My name once again is Ebziba Akiwande, and I would like to say thank you, sir, for receiving us at the embassy.
Thank you.
So for those of you, thank you all for watching, and this is Africa Talk Egypt. Thanks and bye for now.